not cheap to acquire customers this time of the year. And that's why it's important to have a game plan to maximize your lifetime value for new customers after this time of the year. We need to acknowledge that they met us or they bought from us for the first time on Black Friday, but then we slowly transition away from that messaging.
Welcome to the DTC Insider podcast, where online business owners come to find actionable tips and tactics to grow their businesses. Now, here's your host, Brian Roisentul.
Hey, welcome to another episode. I'm Brian Roisentul, your host, and today is not just another episode, it's the Super Bowl for e-commerce. It's Black Friday. Now, even if you're listening to this after Black Friday, this episode is still relevant because we are going to talk about how to maximize lifetime value of new customers after Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Because you know what? On Cyber Monday and Black Friday, you'll likely get a ton of new emails from customers if you do things right. However, those customers typically don't come back as they are looking for some special deals. But you can change that. After all, it's not cheap to acquire customers this time of the year. And that's why it's important to have a game plan to maximize your lifetime value for new customers after this time of the year. Even though you can complement some of these efforts that we are going to see in a minute with ads, email is way more intrusive and cheap for this. Let's take a look at some ideas to encourage them to come back. First off, we are going to talk about segmenting your audience. On Black Friday or after Black Friday and Cyber Monday, you're going to have customers' emails and non-customers' emails. Now, depending on your tech stack, there are some tools to get anonymous traffic, emails, emails from anonymous traffic. So you can get those emails. Otherwise, if people abandon the checkout, left their email without buying, you can get those emails as well and retarget them, as you of course know. So you're going to have Black Friday and Cyber Monday customers and Black Friday and Cyber Monday non-customers. And for both, we are going to have different strategies, as you should, of course, because those two are not the same. So for customers, first off, we need to thank them for buying, right? You could introduce your brand, tell them more about, what they can expect from it, why, your mission, why you stand out from the competitors. Maybe it's a personal story, maybe it's not, maybe it's something you want to change because the industry was saturated of brands doing things in a certain way or with certain quality or certain fabrics, ingredients, and then you want to change that. Maybe it's sustainability or maybe it's something else, right? Then you need to make them a part of your brand because, again, as we said before, these people came for deal, likely, and this cohort typically doesn't come back, as we said. So if you make them a part of your brand, let's say you have a community, Facebook group could be on Slack, it could be in school, whatever, right? Invite them to join the conversation because these days, companies like Frostbody, Upbeat, and many others leverage groups to not only sell, that's not the most important thing, is to actually know their next steps. They ask them about the products they want to see next. They ask them for feedback. Some of them have a group of product testers. So if you leverage your community wisely, you can get a lot of insights. And of course, they turn into raving fans, telling everyone they know about your company. Of course, something that matters as well is surveying them. You need to understand, especially more this time of the year, whether they bought for themselves or for somebody else, if they were looking for just a deal or the cheapest option out there, or what reasons made them buy from you, and how long they knew the brand before buying, and many other questions that could be relevant for your company. Of course, if you don't want to be a Black Friday, Cyber Monday purchase for them, tell them more about the founder story as well. Not only the mission about the company, tell them more about the founder story. Some people like Nick Sharma advise brands to send, plain text emails with the founder message a founder's thank you note, and the story as well. Why not? Then we have for customers, again, replenishable reminders. If your product is replenishable, of course, you need to be there for them. Recommend complementary products. Again, they might not be aware about your product mix. So if you think that there's something for them that they didn't buy, and many of your customers who typically bought product A will buy product B, then make that recommendation. Ask for a review, and of course, offer them early access to upcoming sales. You might notice from these actions that many are common to every customers, not only for Black Friday customers. While that's true, we need to ideally keep a theme from, a Black Friday theme, especially more at the beginning. And then I could suggest transitioning away from that theme because, again, we don't want them to be the Black Friday customers and we don't want to be in their eyes the Black Friday brand. So it will start that way. We need to acknowledge that they met us or they bought from us for the first time on Black Friday, but then we slowly transition away from that messaging. Now, for non-customers, there are some things in common. Again, those who didn't buy, we won't send them a replenishment reminder or some complementary products, but we can retarget them with products they bought. We can even suggest some special post-Black Friday and Cyber Monday discounts to entice them to return. We can recommend products similar to the ones they were interested in if we have that data. So again, we can play with that, but we need to acknowledge that we that they are not customers. They don't know what we are about, and we need to tell them more about us. Probably they won't be as interested as customers in how the brand stands out or a note from the founder, but we do need to provide them with probably more solutions for content related to different use case scenarios to see if we can trigger them into taking action. Last but not least, we can suggest personalized offers by leveraging existing data from existing customers with regards to which products to recommend next. So if we use some tools to see what people buy, let's say 40% of first-time customers buy pants. So we can use that to buy that, or the frequently bought together, or different things, or I don't know, what happened in previous years of Black Friday, Cyber Monday as well. The point is that if we leverage data, we have more chances of convincing these people into buying. Of course, we cannot campaign and won't convince everyone, but the main thing is that we first and foremost are smart about encouraging existing customers, new customers on Black Friday, but currently your existing customers to come back again. And then as a secondary effort, to try to recover a few of the lost, let's say, customers during this type of thing. So I hope this episode was useful. It was short. I hope it was helpful to help you shape the future, because now that Black Friday is almost over, and depending on when you're listening to this, we need to plan 2025. If you didn't start, well, you need to start right now, because 2025 is going to be another challenging year for many brands. Things are not going to get easier. There are many trends that we will discuss.
This episode was brought to you by BSR Digital. We help DTC brands grow through paid ads and email marketing campaigns. If you'd like us to help your business grow, head on over to bsrdigital.com and schedule a call with us.